Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Stockton 99 Speedway as we get ready for some NorCal mini stock racing on track and ready to go. The field is set. 5 of them getting ready for the start of this race. Starting on the pole, the 5H of Natalie Harper, and outside the number 98 of Steve Ford. 51 is Jeremy Tucker Jr., the 22 of Scotty Crawford, and the 14 of Ethan Rumsey. I'm Jeffrey Best alongside Tommy Mason. You ready to go racing?
I'm ready. I love Stockton 99 Speedway, and I love their local classes. These drivers all race hard and with a whole lot of heart and elbows out aggression, which makes it fun here on this tight quarter mile. We are looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. It is waving, and we go racing.
And away they go. Into turn number 1, and it will be Harper taking the early lead over Ford.
So we'll see the comers and goers in this race. Tires are going to play a factor, potentially, or might not. We'll find out. How hard are these minis willing to go?
You talked about it, tire conservation. There's also going to be fuel mileage that's going to come into play.
The 22 almost taking down the cone. That's 22 of Scotty Crawford.
Where's Crawford going? You can't hit the cone. There's a universal rule when you're on the highway. It's do not hit the cone.
Yeah, you get shamed.
Let's see if Crawford does it again.
Nope, he stayed away.
Not even close. I wonder if the cone kind of intimidated Mr. Crawford.
Yeah, could have caught him by surprise. The cone hasn't moved all day, but he was ready to make it move. Battle brewing for the 3rd spot. Back straightaway into 3. So Scotty going to the low side again. He's to the inside of Jeremy Tucker.
Watch out, cones.
Junior.
We're good.
Jeremy going a little too wide there out of turn 4, but he got the momentum. He saw him carry it into 1.
Good side-by-side racing here. The 51 of Tucker going to tuck right behind. Crawford go to the inside is the 51.
Going low. Now this track, multiple different bankings. Down low is the flat part, and up high is 12 degrees. Turn 1 and 2 is the same degrees across the board. So about 6 degrees in the corners of 1 and 2, and then flat to 6, 9, and 12 in 3 and 4. And you can see the outside is preferred for that momentum.
Yeah, but most preferred, that track position. Your leader is that number 5, Natalie Harper, with a solid 15 car length lead over second place, the 98 of Ford. Now Harper just driving away with it right now as we're on lap number 7.
We might be having engine issues with the 22. Scotty Crawford noticing when he went by the start-finish line last time by, the car seems like it's running low on power. And you can hear it again like it's dropping cylinders.
Which I've done in my street car recently.
You did.
Not a highly recommended thing to do. But we are keeping an eye here on the 22 of Scotty Crawford.
And this could help the 51 close back in. 51 of Tucker Jr. And he's closing.
Oh, yeah, it's happening.
Which is not a great feeling if you're Crawford here, because you just made the move by the 51 a few laps ago, and you see it again as your car is failing you.
10 laps in, and the number 51 of Jeremy Tucker Jr. moves back into the 3rd position. The 22 of Scotty Crawford, not going to be the first retiree from this race. The 14 pulled it into the infield. So well, by the way, that I don't even see the car in the infield anymore.
I think it went to the outfield. I want to give
like
some
an
love.
angel.
I want to give some love to this 98. Steve Ford just kind of running in the 2nd spot as Harper drives away. Ford, he's been unchallenged or also not been able to challenge anybody. So just kind of running his own race in the 2nd spot.
A small haze of smoke coming off the 98. By the way, can we cut back to the battle for 3rd because it's happening again.
It's going again. Not sure.
Did he like reconnect a spark plug while he was driving? How did you do this, Scotty?
I think he might be figuring out how to run this car down a cylinder.
Yeah, very low end. Well, the white flag is coming out for Natalie Harper in this 15-lap main event for the NorCal Mini Stocks. Harper is looking good. We're going to show you how that battle for 3rd's shaping up here because it is tight. But out of turns 3 and 4, the number 5H of Natalie Harper takes the victory.
And over here, the 98, Steve Ford, second spot, but the battle for third is not really a battle anymore. But props to the
What
51,
happened?
Jeremy Tucker, outlasting Crawford's 22.
So Harper is the 5H, which on the scoreboard, Tommy, if you will go over to the scoreboard,
It's got a 5H.
it looks like it says, shh.
You've been racing injured?
Busted.
You know, people get hurt. You'd think people get hurt in a race car. No, they get hurt when they're doing other stuff like skiing, basketball, whatever. Never in a darn race car.
Darn it.
How did that go for you?
It was pretty good. I mean, Ethan had a little bit of trouble with his car today, and I wish there was a little bit more cars out here to compete against. But other than that, we've been battling with getting this thing to stay started, so it's pretty good for what we've been through today.
Well, good deal. Who do you want to thank?
I want to thank my mom and dad, David's Racing Products, Flowers Racing, Eagle Eye Racing, Raw Coffee, True Value Hardware, High Voltage Graphics, Scott Conway Racing, and Go Fast Girls.
There you go. Give it up. Natalie Harper. Good job. She made it look like it was nothing.
Nothing. Talking about getting hurt, not in a race car, another way you could get hurt, not in a race car, is falling down the stairs.
You did that. You also hurt your house.
I wasn't going to get into more detail, but since you brought it up, yes, I did fall down the stairs, and I did have the reflexes of a cat, and I was able to catch the handrail. The handrail was not ready like I was,
Yeah.
and it came down with me.
Damn.
Darn, even.
Darn.
Yeah. Well, that was the NorCal Mini Stock main event.
We got sprint cars, the NCMA Sprint Car Series coming up next here on the quarter mile at Stockton 99 Speedway.